Hundreds of schoolgirls kidnapped in northwest Nigeria last week have been released. Government authorities say that the girls are safe and well and on government premises. The students were abducted from their boarding school by an armed gang last Friday.
Will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. I have a dream.
The Mediterranean Sea to Europe.
We have nothing to do with both sides fighting. By God, I swear, we have nothing to do with that. We just want to eat. We want to drink in peace, live in peace. What have I done that I haven't been able to see my own father for so long?
And children, all burdened with hunger, suffering from preventable diseases, languishing in ignorance and illiteracy, or finding themselves bereft of decent shelter. Talk of democracy and freedom that does not recognize these material aspects can ring hollow and erode the confidence exactly in those values we seek to promote.
وكأنه قلنا الكلمة هاي من هنا وبلش إطلاق النار.
ايش بحكي جريمه يعني ايش جريمه يعني ناس مدنيه مرة في ديننا مرة ولاده في ديننا وواحد حلال وواحد تحول عيال انقصبوا لا انقصب مقاوم ولا انقصب واحد مسؤول احنا مدنيين نايمين في نور الله.
Dozens have died here since the violence.
台湾内底，咱的传统真有理，以前咱大家拢咧有一个物件，当时海外地上啦，地上大家拢咧是哪？伊咧讲是讲，好，你迄个啥啊？摕做个钱，已经这第一错，第一次、第二次、第二个后面食的迄个太大了，拢这阵啊拢讲这点大拢怕，你讲看伊看，前后这个少人咯，你看对啊，我们说我是咱们。世代大人共承担。
We will be able to work together, to pray together, to struggle together, to go to jail together, to stand up for freedom together, knowing that we will be free one day.
Sisters from Ecuador, toddlers just 3 and 5 years old, rescued by Border Patrol. The children packed shoulder to shoulder in the middle of a pandemic. None of them get COVID tests unless they show symptoms.
After missing the first flight, we waited anxiously amongst the many units, everyone nervously hoping for a way out. But in 24 hours, the Taliban will sweep the capital. The Afghan government will collapse, and these soldiers will join the millions of Afghans living in fear of whatever comes next.
one day this nation will rise up and live out the true meaning of its creed. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal. When we allow freedom ring, when we let it ring from every village and every hamlet, from every street and every city, we will be able to speed up that day when all of God's children, black men and white men, Jews and Gentiles, Protestants and Catholics, will be able to join hands and sing in the words of the old Negro spiritual, free at last, free at last, thank God Almighty, we are free at last.
We 着人权伫遐拼命，为着人权伫遐来牺牲家己，接受我所得讲的迄人权的导师。所以我无反抗什么，我是反抗人权的压迫者。
An elderly Asian man viciously kicked to the ground in San Francisco.
Anti-Asian political rhetoric and the backlash it can promote isn't unique to recent political figures.
As I started noticing what the sounds were, it was just coronavirus being repeatedly shouted at me.
Everyone knows Chinese people are disgusting. They'll eat any type of animal. They're dirty. That's what my classmate said just days after the coronavirus outbreak started in the United States.
Shocking as the images and stories are of the recent surge in Asian hate crimes,
in weaponizing anti-Japanese sentiments in the early 1980s to explain the collapse of the manufacturing sector of the United States, which he argued was caused by Japanese unfair competition. In Detroit, a young man named Vincent Chin was accosted outside a bar and killed by out-of-work white auto workers because they thought he was Japanese.
Jeremy Lin on the reverse. After NBA basketball star Jeremy Lin was recently subjected to an Asian slur by another player during a game, he went public with it without naming names, rather than remain silent.
And we talked a lot about other things, and one of the things that stuck out the most to me was the other player was like, I went online and I didn't realize how much was happening to the Asian American community.
It's expressed in the United States, there's the clear white and black divide, there's a binary, but there's also that insider-outsider divide, that you're either really inside America or you're cast as not belonging, as an outsider. What Black Lives Matter did is it exposed the structural racism.
Transformed into an oasis of freedom and justice. I have a dream. I have a dream. Will they be able to sit down together at the table of brotherhood? I have a dream. I know that through this award, you are not so much recognizing any individual achievement, but are rather paying tribute to the struggles and achievements of the South African people as a whole. If in individual life we all may reach that part of the long walk where the opportunity is granted to retire to some rest and tranquility, for humanity, the walk to freedom and equality seems, alas, still to be a long one ahead. The greatest single challenge facing our globalized world is to combat and eradicate its disparity. While in all parts of the world their progress is being made in entrenching democratic forms of government, we constantly need to remind ourselves that the freedoms which democracy brings will remain empty shells if they are not accompanied by real and tangible improvements in the material lives of the millions of ordinary citizens of those countries.
I have a dream.
Taiwan 前一些人啊，1990年以来拢上民主的方式，民主主义、民主政治来做反正，这是真好，是真进步。比讲有武力好，那从我以前我做武力，我伫当家我拢做，台湾人带出来，外国人拢是教这台湾人做炸弹，转去拢是来伊的军用车、军用汽车，毋是恁踩的汽车，军用好车一车拢嘣嘣嘣啊，到兵6车。这阵咱要做啥？理念、立场、战略、战术、纪律，这就重要。啊，哪来从啊？咱台湾哦，绝对会独立啊！非洲哦，独立70几国的，即摆人讲哦，看来这你看来像咱台湾人。
From the human machinery.
民主政治，民主是啥？第一讲人权，第二讲主权，第三讲民主，讲自由平等。这个对咱台湾人真有利。所以咱若要做独立嘛，即摆毋是甲咱讲反国民党啊，咱就是世界内底吼，大家都对世界来主张哦，台湾是啥款，咱是安怎独立，同时是安咱独立，是安怎要甲恁共款啊？你若大家拢一人分，我嘛一人分，安尼一路，这个物件就是吼，海外的真正中央拢去做啦，拢去做啦。
I have a dream. I have a dream.
transformed into an oasis of freedom and justice. I have a dream. I have a dream. Will they be able to sit down together at the table of brotherhood? I have a dream.
Over the next 43 seconds, a weapon of meteoric force hurtled toward Earth. Neutrons within the bomb began to split uranium-235 atoms.
I know that through this award, you are not so much recognizing any individual achievement, but are rather paying tribute to the struggles and achievements of the South African people as a whole.
画面に現れたのは証言の中でこう言います。私は日本人を憎んでます。
Where the opportunity is granted to retire to some rest and tranquility for humanity, the walk to freedom and equality seems
ヤオトンと呼ばれるホラー式の住居に監禁され、暴行、強姦されたと訴え、あくまで慰安婦ではないと主張する人もいます。
is to combat and eradicate its disparity. While in all parts of the world their progress is being made in entrenching democratic forms of government, we constantly need to remind ourselves that the freedoms which democracy brings will remain empty shells if they are not accompanied by real and tangible improvement in the material lives of the millions of ordinary citizens of those countries.
12月25日，香港正式淪陷，而當時都只係得12、13歲。部分人不幸喺戰爭之中犧牲，幸存嘅今日都已經係60歲。
1990年以來，攏從民主的方式、民主主義、民主政治來做發展，這是真好，是真進步。比講有武力好，那從我以前我做武力，我哋當家我唔做，咱人傳出來，外國人講你家家咱人做大大，等你講現在伊個軍用槍就像機膠，菜機膠，軍好只機膠，嘣嘣嘣，到幾十架。就說那邊力量研究。3.3是7.7，哪來從啊？咱台灣哦，絕對會